Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Supportive Oracle cards, The Halloween Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Okay, already shuffled. What do we got for Gemini? Okay. What do we got for you? What's going on? I think this whole thing is good. You're going to have, I feel like you're going to have a dormant period that you're not really sure what's going to happen. Oh, sorry. I'm out here in the country when people start slowing up. I'm like, why is that happening? You got the Nine of Wands with the Two of Cups. There's somebody you really get along with extremely well. The thing is, there was some type of snafu or some type of conflict, but I don't feel like it was a major conflict, but I feel like there was something here where you kind of had to stand your ground and be like, no, this is what actually happened. That's not what happened. This is what happened. So it's somebody you get along with very well, but there was some type of confusion. You had to stand your ground. It feels more like a snafu. When I say snafu, it's not like the world is ending, but it's kind of like somebody's upset. What actually happened? And you're like, well, actually, here's what happened. It wasn't meant that way. It was actually because of this. And I'm getting forgiveness here. It seemed to work out. Everybody seems to be happy. Nothing seems to be really that bad. But it comes together in a way that, you seem to get to know this person a little more. Things seem fine. But I'm also getting it goes into a dormant time. Things just seem like after this moment, you do get forgiveness. But this person seems to back off, and they're like, I need some time to just kind of recalibrate what I'm doing and where I'm going. And I feel like when the world comes in, this is actually good, but at first, it doesn't feel that good to you, because when I'm getting this first happens, you've got the Winter card. And this is that dormant period. This is that dormant period where this person seems to be holding back. Well, no matter whether it's a job, friendship, romance, family, whoever it is, somebody is kind of pulling back, and they're thinking about what they've experienced with you, the snafu that happened, and where this is taking them next. Because the world is coming in the sense of even if it's a family member, there's something coming forward that's going to change your connection. It's either going to be a lot more intense. I think it's going to be a lot more intense. Because I don't think this is going away. I think this person is pausing in committing to some idea. So even if it's a family member, it may be a family member you're going to do some joint project with. Maybe it's you're going to move in together with this family member and share a house, or you're going to start a business with a family member, or there's a friendship here that you're going to start doing something together, or it's a business situation where you're going to go up to the next level and you're going to make something more lucrative. But they're pulling back and they're evaluating. They're like, if I'm going to include the Gemini in this, I need to commit to this. And do I want to do that? The short answer is yes. They're going to get to the yes at some point. But they're really thinking about you, and they're really going through everything they know about you and how much they can depend on you. This snafu, a great thing, because they're like, hey, me and the Gemini had a disagreement. But you know what? The Gemini was very forthcoming and told me what was going on and explained to me what happened. The Gemini was very good to me about that. They didn't make me feel like a jerk. They just said, oh, well, this is actually what that was. It wasn't that. And they explained it. So they're very good at problem solving. They're looking at all your assets. They really like what they're seeing. And they're taking a moment here, the more I think about working with the Gemini, how do I feel like they can help me? What do I think we might have challenges with? But, when we have challenges, I keep seeing the snafu pop in. When we have challenges, when I'm challenged with the Gemini helps me work it out. It helps me figure it out. Things I didn't see, the Gemini helps me see. So they're really liking you. But they're taking some time. That Winter card is being backed up by this Two of Swords. There's almost a block here. Until they're really solidified and ready to move forward, they're not going to move forward. They got to really think it out and go through it and go, okay, let me think. How is this working? How does that working? When am I going to do this? is the Gemini really a good fit, or do I just like the Gemini? I feel like this is another thing they're trying to understand. Like, am I just captivated by the Gemini? Do I just find them entertaining, or do I really see the value in them? Because I feel like you have a very bubbly personality, and they're like, and I feel like they keep questioning that. Like, do I just like them because they're enjoyable to have around, or do they really have a lot of value? And they're really seeing like, yeah, you do have a lot of value. Sometimes you're very enjoyable about the way you bring that forward. You can be very entertaining if you want to be. I feel like most Geminis can anyway. So if you're, go with it. Even the Geminis that are like more, like they're not as bubbly, they're still like when they talk about a subject and they connect to somebody on the subject they like, they have a lot of different things to say on that subject. So maybe if you're a Gemini that's not bubbly, you still have a lot of angles that really entertains people. So it may not be, even if you don't have that bubbly personality, I'm just saying. I don't know, it seemed like that was necessary to say for some reason. So they find entertainment in you, even if you're like, I don't think I'm entertaining. It may be because you have a lot of different ways to talk about something and you show them things that they didn't see. To them, that might be entertaining. To you, it might be like, well, that's just what it is. Because I know there's some Geminis out there that are just kind of very dry with their humor, or they just don't seem to have a lot of humor, but they see things in many different angles and people take a lot of joy out of that. So just in case you're questioning it. They're going to come forward at some point. They got the Mummy with the Fool card. Whatever this situation is going forward, they're a little gun-shy with it. They're a little nervous with it, but they are going to come forward with it with the Mummy. The Fool card is like, all right, we're just going to give it a shot. What do you think? I'd like to include you in this, Gemini. What do you think? Like, when I feel the Mummy come forward, it's almost kind of like there's something they're presenting to you, but it's not quite fully viewable yet. But that's the point. They want to work with you to find out more aspects of this and more ways to do this. So they're kind of like, this isn't fully formed yet, but this is where I'm going with this, and I'd like you to be a part of it because you could help me figure out how to do this in a way that's going to work out best for everybody. And they're coming forward with a lot of optimism, but they're kind of like, I have blanks here, I'm missing pieces, and I need you to help me figure this out. If you're interested in being a part of this, I actually need you to help me figure this out. What do you think? And you're kind of, oh my God, you love this. When this happens, I'm getting that. If this reading is hitting, you love this. Because when I'm getting this apple, I'm getting a candy apple. I know there's red drops, but I feel like it's so bright. It's kind of pretty. I always think of it as candy. Like a candy apple, like it's still a little bit too warm and the candy's dripping off of it. It's like really sweet and beautiful. Like that's what I'm getting from this. And I'm kind of getting like, ooh, fun. Ooh, yes, yes, please. I will have that. I would like that. Thank you. I feel like you're all about it. You're all about it, and you got the Ten of Pentacles. You're understanding that this person is looking for long haul situations, and you're like, yes, this can be great because this has a lot of different angles. This isn't going to be just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is going to be a lot of different things. This is going to be numbers, letters, shapes, everything. It's going to have a lot of different things you're going to have to do with it. There's going to be a lot of different ways to go with it, and it's going to have to keep on point. You're going to have to keep looking at it. You're like, yes, I'm about this all day, all night. The Ten of Pentacles is because you're looking at this like, this can be very random at times, and I think that's going to keep me involved. It's not random in a dangerous way. It's random in an entertaining way for you. You got a lot of entertainment going on here. Like, yes, I want this. Yes. I'm getting a lot of yes, please going on from you. I am getting a yes. If this is hitting, you're like, yes. Like, can I say that anymore? Probably, but I'll try to stop. Okay. This is very interesting how this is coming in because somebody's trying to figure out what to do next. Whatever this situation is, they're trying to figure out what to do next. You are giving them the skull of light. You are saying, hey, see all your possibilities? Here's how that possibility, I think, you have these possibilities if you go that direction. And if you go that direction, all this could happen. If you go that direction, you could do all these things. You're like helping them really hone it down because they kind of already know what they want. They're just trying to find the best way to do it. And you're kind of like, well, if this is what you're looking for, there's these options. And if you choose this option, that could be a little rough. But this one, I think that kind of goes your way. But then if you go that way, you got to think of some other things. And I feel like you're helping them branch off and be like, okay, wait, okay, no, I want to go over here. Okay, wait, oh, these, okay, I want to go over here. And it's really kind of entertaining and exciting. They're like really excited about this. They love this because they're like, I wasn't really sure how this was going to work out, but you're showing me possibilities. You're giving me options. They're not feeling like they only have one way to do it. They're feeling like, okay, this is the way I want to go, and I have these options to make that happen, and you're showing them the way to do it. This is very cool because you got the skeleton and the Princess of Pentacles. Just to be fair, it kind of jumps back and forth for Page and Knight energy for me. Because they're not just followers. They're followers and leaders. They're just very smart. And they pay attention. Like, when am I being listened to? And I move forward when I'm being listened to. You know what I mean? When should I just absorb? Because people aren't open to me, so I'll just absorb. It's a very smart energy. And I'm getting this is your energy right now. You're kind of like, you're moving forward when it's appropriate. You're holding back and observing when it's necessary. You're like, okay, here, you can do this. And they're like getting excited and they're talking about it a lot, right? And they're getting distracted and talking about it. You're like, okay, let me sit back and absorb. What are they really liking about this? What do they really want from this? Okay, they're calming down now. Now we can approach again and say what I'm seeing and what options they have again. Okay, now they're doing their thing. I'll wait. Okay, now I'll do my thing. Okay, now they're doing their thing. I'll wait. You keep going back and forth and back and forth. A lot of stability here. A lot of dependability. It's interesting that I'm getting Earth for you, and I feel like you're liking it because it's the way it's coming forward. Gemini likes to change. Gemini likes to do different things and likes to see different possibilities. But the way you're being respected for your true gifts of like approach when it's time to talk, pull back and absorb when it's not really being received that well, because people get excited and I feel like they get really caught up in their own thing and they don't listen as much as they need to. So I feel like you're recognizing that, like, oh, okay, they're getting a little excited. Let me pull back, see what they're excited about, see where they want to go, and when they calm down, I'll come forward again, I'll give more information. And you're stabilizing it because you're seeing that flow, and it's not like a repetitious, like 5 minutes in, 5 minutes out. It's kind of like, okay, I got 10 minutes to talk now. Actually, it went 20 minutes. Okay, good. Oh, wait, they're getting excited. Let me pull back. And then you kind of like have to watch and like, when is my appropriate moment going to come in again? And you got things coming together. You're ready to talk about when the appropriate moment comes in. Okay, here's my moment. And you come forward. This together with this person, this is great. You got the 10 of Cups. I love this. Because I feel like you were creating stability here in a way that's very comfortable for you. And I feel like the two of you, well, there might be more than two, but whoever you're working with is really like, they're honoring your value. This is great for Gemini. Because I feel like Gemini is misunderstood a lot of times and they're not listened to as much as they need to be. In this situation, this person is hearing you, listening to you, valuing you. I'm getting a lot of respect here. They are respecting you a lot. I'm wondering, I'm not saying this is a Taurus, so don't get me wrong, but there was a Taurus reading I just did, and they needed a minute to really understand somebody before they really understood. And the reason that they really connected with that person is because they knew that person respected them and did the best they could for them. And that might be what you're also adding here. You're showing that respect, like you understand how this person works, and you're showing that they need this and they need that, and you're meeting those needs and doing what you want to at the same time. And that respect is going back and forth. You know, it's not just one way, it's two ways. But that might be the key here. If you're showing the respect to this person that they need to feel, that might be why they're listening to you so intently. Because when you respect them, and they know you respect them, it's just like they're all ears. They're all ears for you. So it might be connected to the Taurus reading, maybe not. If you feel drawn to it, give it a shot. See if it, watch it. See if it makes sense. Maybe, maybe not. For some of you, that might be of value. Anything else with this? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.